This ThanksGrilling series, it's going to be huge.
You can't miss out on this.
Not this one.
Shoot, yeah, those Kingsford pellets provide the best flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it started.
Hey there, everybody. I'm Chef Greg, the Director of Culinary Innovation with recteq, and I've got a slammin' Thanksgiving holiday recipe for you. We're rolling smoke with those amazing Kingsford Hickory pellets. Strong, savory, hearty. Honestly, it's going to add a whole new dimension of fire-up flavor. I love Thanksgiving. I love to cook, but I also don't love to spend all day in the kitchen. And this recipe right here is going to use this big Freakin bowl, and we're going to whip up the most amazing savory sage dressing ever. Come join me on this path of deliciousness and indulgence and decadence and flavor, and ultimately very easy. It's probably a little too long, so we'll probably redo that because I kind of lost my train of thought here with the door like kind of opening and closing over there. But it's okay because we can do it again. This stuffing recipe is honestly my favorite because it literally takes 5 seconds to throw it together. It's pretty much dump everybody into the pool, stir it up, throw it on the recteq at 375 degrees, burn in those Kingsford Hickory pellets. Flavor. What say you get started? So we've got some diced onion, some diced celery, and carrots. And for all of you fancy cooks out there, you know that's called mirepoix, right? Absolutely. And we're not going to roast or saute this. You don't even need to do that. We're just going to dump it in the bowl. I've got 2 pounds of sage sausage, okay? And all we're going to do is just kind of grab our wooden spoon and just kind of mix this up and break up those chunks of sausage. Carrots going everywhere. Whoop. We're going to throw in some minced garlic. We're also going to take this opportunity to season this with some of that Ben's Heffer dust. So we got salt, pepper, garlic, paprika. Ooh, yep. And then again, we're going to go over the top of that Colden's Freakin Greek. But here's a little secret for you. Open up the lid, and then there's a second lid right here. That unlocks riot mode. Why? Because I don't want to stand here all day shaking like a quarter cup of this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and engage riot mode right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Told you it was simple. We have 2 bags of prepared stuffing. You can use, your favorite cornbread if you want, or just a seasoned breadcrumb. I like more of the crush, and this is going to be 2 14-ounce bags. And we're just going to mix it up. It's a lot of standing here, a lot of smiling, and a lot of mixing. That's it. Great recipe for the kids. And all we want to do is kind of break up that sausage into smaller chunks and then just incorporate it with that bread. All right. Our bread and our sausage and our mirepoix and all of those delicious seasonings have been evenly distributed. We're going to go ahead and take a little melted butter because, it's the holidays. Why not? A little shaved Parmesan cheese, also called parmesan. And then we're going to add some turkey or chicken stock. And you're probably going to have to add about 2.5 to 3 cups of that.
Look.
But just go, just enough until that breadcrumb is nice and moist, but not overly wet. All right, and the consistency of this is right where I want it. And all of that, stuffing mix hasn't fully hydrated yet. It's not yet wet yet. The consistency is looking fantastic, but not all of that stuffing mix has fully hydrated yet. So we want to make sure, give it about 20 minutes or so before we put it in the casserole dish, just to make sure everything's had an opportunity to kind of hydrate. And if you need to at that point, you can add another, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of that stock.
Look.
But it's looking pretty righteous. So I'll let that alone for about 10 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, I've got my 9x13 casserole dish here, and you can butter, you can spray, however you want to live your recteq lifestyle. It's honestly up to you. I'm going to go ahead and dump all of this amazing savory sage sausage. I want to call it stuffing, but down south, it's dressing. So we got the savory sage dressing here. And go ahead and give it a mush into all the different corners there. This will all fit in there, I promise. So we've got the RT700 preheated to 375 degrees. This is going to take right about 45 minutes till it's golden brown, delicious, amazing. Come on, let's go. Oh man, this savory sage stuffing. Well, you might call it dressing. I grew up calling it stuffing, so we'll just have to agree to disagree on that. I know people are at the table waiting. I think they can wait a little bit longer because I really want to try a little bit of this. But to recap, we just mixed everything super simple. We cooked it 375 degrees using those Kingsford Hickory pellets. I can just smell the sweetness of the smoke, that sage sausage, that Colden's Freakin Greek. I could literally do nothing but eat this with some gravy. I don't need the turkey. I don't need any other sides. Give me some savory sage stuffing. But make sure you like and subscribe to recteq and Kingsford YouTube page because there's amazing content dropping all the time. I gotta go. It's time for dinner. We'll see you at the recteq.